Hi there, this is Attorney Kelly Hunt, and today's informational video is all about guardianships. This video is just meant to be a very general overview of guardianships. There are specific types of them that you may hear about, such as an emergency, a special, or a general guardianship. There will be separate videos on those to explain them more in detail. It would just be too much to put into this video. If you watch the video on the powerful probate court, you'll know that guardianships are handled in Oklahoma's probate courts. This is along with things such as adoptions, trust actions, or facilitating someone's estate after they have passed away. Now, specifically to a guardianship means either an individual or what we call a fiduciary, typically a financial institution, coming in and taking control over the affairs of someone else. This usually is either a minor child or an adult. For a minor child, the reasons we typically see for a guardianship are either the minor child's parents are unable to care for the child, either by reason of abandonment, maybe drug abuse, maybe neglect, maybe the child was removed from the home by DHS. There's a variety of different reasons why parents are not able to care for their children and somebody else has to come in and do so. The vast majority of the time, we see that this is like a grandparent or an aunt or uncle, somebody along those lines. It can be a very, very close friend of the family, but those are kind of special circumstances that we really have to look at. The other time where we see a guardian over a minor child is usually in times where the child is entitled to property, such as money or real property, and somebody needs to be the one to either accept and hold that on behalf of the child or possibly consent to the sale of it. Parents are not necessarily the ones who are able to do so, and a lot of times, especially when you're dealing with an inheritance, the personal representative will require a guardianship, even a limited guardianship, to be taken over the minor child so that the official person can make decisions, accept the property, or consent to a sale. So those are the typical times that we see a guardianship over a minor. Again, there's other situations where that happens, but those are just the most common. The other type of guardianships involve adults. And most of the time when people think of an adult guardianship, they usually think of possibly mom or dad who's quite elderly, suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, and they need to come in and they need to start taking care of mom or dad, possibly because mom or dad didn't have a power of attorney or there was an issue with the power of attorney. Aside from that, we do see a lot of other times where there has to be guardianships over adults. Sometimes there's a big medical issue. Maybe somebody is in a coma. Maybe we have an adult who is a severe disability or mental health concern, even at an early age. So parents either will, ask for a guardianship right away so that they continue to care for a child, or we need somebody else to step in and take control. Guardianships are expensive, especially up front, because they are time-consuming, they are extremely paperwork intensive, and they are very procedural. For guardianships, remember that you are asking the court to allow you or somebody else to step in and essentially control this other person's life or property or what's going on with them. So you have to file paperwork, you have to file affidavits, we have to go through background checks, we have to make sure that we have all of our ducks in the row so that the court will be able to grant the guardianship over the individual that you're asking for. Given that, because of the fact that they are so paperwork and procedure intensive, they do tend to be a little expensive. If you are looking at the possibility of having to have a guardianship over either a child or an adult, go ahead and give me a call and we can walk through your specific situation, what's going on, and what we may need to do for it.